I think we're live. Think so. I think we're working. Normally I have to click another button, but I don't think I need to tonight. Welcome, everyone. Welcome for our full moon journal questions and Reiki. I will say I was recording a few videos earlier and the Reiki feels strong. Like sometimes I really feel it when I send it through my hands. Sometimes I don't. And tonight I am feeling it. Oh my goodness. So if you're here live, let me know. Please let me know. Hopefully you can hear me and everything's good. I think I see 3 people watching. So we're here, we're working. Everything's great. Cool. So if this is your first time here, just to give you a rundown as to what to expect, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight as to what's happening with the energy right now, just to try to help you understand why you might be feeling the things that you're feeling. Also, like if anybody wants to share, this is an opportunity for us to collectively come together and realize that we're not so alone and that we are experiencing similar things. So definitely feel free to share, like we're all here together on this journey, experiencing our journey in different ways. Then we will cleanse our energy, clear our own energy, the energy in the room, and then we'll answer journal questions. And then after that, I'll send you guys Reiki. So we'll do Reiki for like about 10 minutes or so. But yeah. Okay, I think everyone's here. If you want to grab tea, water, get any supplies, get pen and paper, get anything to cleanse your energy with, by all means, go ahead and do so. I'm gonna have a sip of water real quick, and then we're gonna hop into what's happening with this energy. Okay. So the full moon is officially tomorrow on August 28th. And it's happening in the sign of Taurus, which Taurus is an earth sign. It is very grounding energy, sometimes stubborn energy, but grounding energy. And so what's happening right now with this energy, with the full moon, partial lunar eclipse, what's really going on is that a 2-year cycle is coming to an end. And so you can think about what was going on for you back in November of 2021. You might see some similarities. You may see some stuff coming to an end that was happening back then. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I can like see the chat. Right now, I can't. Okay, I can. Sorry. Okay. So things from November 2021 are coming to an end. This is really a time for you to let go of old perspectives that have been holding you back, letting go of fears that have been draining away your energy, that are keeping you in a repetitive loop, cutting ties with anxiety, coping mechanisms, habits. I've been listening to Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and it's definitely full of a lot of great reminders in there. And in it, you know, it does talk about the fact that our body becomes accustomed and behaves and kind of gives the signals to our mind. So definitely a good read. But I think right now, for me personally, with how the energy is, this idea of remembering, like making sure that I'm working on releasing the fears so that I don't fall into what feels comfortable in my body, which sometimes is staying in a fearful state. So definitely a good read. You may notice that things that you thought were stable in your life haven't been. I know for me, this has been one really long year of my financial stability has been taken away from me. So definitely a lot of changes for a lot of us in this year. And this might be a time where you've been learning lessons, like a time of growth. When I say a time, think of the past 2 years. But development of yourself and growth and Now with this lunar eclipse energy, it's kind of like the last chance. It's kind of like the end of the closure. And so secrets might be revealed. You might be realizing things, becoming aware of things, becoming aware of your habits, fears, things that have been running you in the background that you haven't been noticing. And it's an opportunity for you to gain closure and move forward, right? We are no longer who we used to be. And this is also like a reap what you sow kind of energy happening right now. So like if you are putting effort into stuff, like you are going to be getting rewards. And this is a time for you to make adjustments, a good time to look at everything that has come from all of the changes and choices that you've made, and to close the door on the old and welcome in the new. The one thing I do want to just harp on, just because it's what I've been personally experiencing, and I tend to find that we are all very similar. So I want to just share this piece with this energy too, is that if there are any memories that are like really coming up, like find yourself reliving certain events in your life. Like I keep finding myself back in 2009, replaying certain memories and experiences and feeling like I was really there. And I've just taken it as an opportunity to explore what really was that, right? Like I've had this image and memory and like fear stuck in it from that time. And it's like zooming out of kind of being like, okay, wait, but how was this time really? And allowing myself to reimagine it and to heal the fear and to let go of what it is that I've trapped in my body from that time. So if there's something that's really replaying over and over and over and over in your mind, don't keep pushing it away. Allow yourself the space to just explore, why is it popping up? And think about it. The other cool thing is that tonight with Reiki, if you want help with just like healing the memories, you can set that intention tonight and not necessarily have to explore the why. One of the things you'll find about me is like, I feel half and half on exploring whys. I'm somebody who was in talk therapy for many years. I started in talk therapy when I was 8 years old. And I don't always necessarily find diving into the why to be helpful for me. Like sometimes I get myself confused when I think of the why, because I can like talk myself in circles. So I don't always feel the need to know a why in order to experience a healing. And that's why I like Reiki so much. Like we don't need to know the why. We can just ask for the healing for this event or this anything. So fun facts. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. So that's everything I'm going to share when it comes to this energy. There are so many astrologers and people on social media talking about it. If you want some people to look at, to like dive deeper in, let me know and I'll share with you my favorite people to listen to. But I'm just trying to share with you energetically what's happening in a way that makes sense in very English terms. So you could just understand that like you're feeling how you're feeling because of energies and things that are bigger than just us, and that you're not going crazy and you're not alone and we are all in this together. So on that note, we're going to cleanse our energy and we're going to cleanse the energy of the room. As we're cleansing, I am going to just read something to you that I wrote. You're welcome to use sage, Palo Santo, energy clearing spray, sweetgrass, incense, anything else that you have. If you're not able to burn anything right now, it's okay. You can just imagine white light coming down around you. The one thing I do ask is that when we go to clear our energy, you get the palms of your hands as well as the bottoms of your feet, as they are energy centers. So myself personally, I am going to work with some sage. So a lot of times you guys don't get to see what's in my shell because of how I do the video. So I'll share it with you now. But this is just some loose leaf sage, white loose leaf sage. So I just normally have that in my shell. When you guys see like my shell looking like it's smoking, it's just loose leaf sage. And one of the reasons why I really like loose leaf sage is because I feel like you get a lot of smoke from a small amount of leaves. And I feel like it just lasts longer because of that. Like I can use less and get nice smoke. Okay. So we're going to start with cleansing our own energy. I ask my aura to be cleared of all beliefs, habits, connections, thoughts, and more that are no longer serving me. I ask my aura to be cleansed of anyone else's energy, leaving only my energy, my aura. I call in all of my energy from wherever it is to come back to me. I invite white light to surround my body and enter each of my cells, providing me with a miracle healing on a physical, emotional, and spiritual level. I am cleansed. I am light. I am love. I am transformed. I am new. I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're now going to cleanse the energy of the room. I'm going to stay seated just so I can stay on camera, but you're welcome to get up and walk around. I clear this room of all energy that does not serve me and any energy that is dense. I ask this space to be filled with gold light, allowing a miracle healing to take place in this space for anyone who enters. I ask this space to support me as I work with a full moon eclipse energy. I am open to healing. I am open to transforming. I am open to all that is meant for me. I connect in with my inner power and welcome in my loving team to assist me with this ritual. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're going to move into our questions. So if you want to grab a pen and paper or open up like a Word document or notes, go ahead and do that. I will post every single question in the chat as well after I say it. I do know that there's 100% a lag time between what I'm saying and what y'all hear. I mean, like, there's a lag time between me saying it and what's playing on the screen. So we're just going to make it work. We're going to figure it out. So with these questions, I do encourage you to journal and write them down. If you do need more time with it, you can always, if you're watching it on a replay, pause. Hopefully I won't move too fast for you guys. So fingers crossed, we'll be okay. So our first question is going to be, what are you now aware of that you may have been overlooking or avoiding? So I know this is a little bit of a deep question, but what is it that you've now learned, that you've become aware of, that somebody has shown you, that you've seen about yourself, your desires? What are you now aware of that you may have been overlooking and avoiding? We're going to take 3 minutes for this question, just in case if you need a little bit of time to like think about it. So I'm going to post the question in the chat and I'm going to start playing some music. And then I'll let you know when 3 minutes is up. If you'd like a few more minutes of that question, I definitely say keep on writing. I'm probably going to return back to it. But let's move on to our second question right now. And our second question is going to be, what are you looking to get closure on? This is the theme of this eclipse. Like, this is what it's about. Like, let's really get closure. So, what are you looking to get closure on? We're going to take a little under 4 minutes for this question because I just want to make sure that I give you guys enough time to explore it. However, I feel like this is another one of those deep questions where we could take longer, but let's see how it goes. And so, yes, tendency to overindulge, even avoiding relationships with family and friends. Yeah. It's always, I always find that there's something beautiful that happens when we have clarity on what we've been overlooking and avoiding. So thank you both for sharing so much. And now let's move on to our second question. So again, what are you looking to get closure on? We're going to take, it's going to be like a little bit under 4 minutes for this one. right. Hopefully that was enough time. Like I said, if you're catching this on a replay, definitely feel free to hit pause. I feel like this energy is just so beautiful for bringing up so many things for us to think about and to decide to let go of. So hopefully that question was helpful for you to just get clear on what it is that you want to let go of. Family member's death. I'm really sorry for your loss. And the one thing I do want to encourage you about is right now how the energy is. The veil is very thin. So it's a really good time for us to talk with our ancestors and our family members and connect to them. And I always like to invite my loved ones who have passed into my dreams. And I normally actually dream of them most of the time the night when I ask them to visit. So I'll like say, I'll talk to my grandma or to like my cat or someone like that. And I'll just say, please visit me in my dream tonight. And sometimes the dreams are not like fun. Sometimes I like will wake up like crying, which is, I'm like, oh, I asked you to visit me in my dream. And then I woke up so upset. But it's another way for us to definitely connect. And so I just want to encourage you right now. Like, I do believe all of us have psychic abilities and we're all capable of talking and connecting to our loved ones who are no longer with us. So definitely, especially right now, as the veil is thin, meaning that, we're able to just talk and communicate with our ancestors more easily, for you to do that and see what happens. Did I pick the right career choice? Yeah, closure. The coolest thing, I could talk about career all day long. And as somebody who was just laid off, so I don't know if this is helpful or not, like me responding back to your guys' answers that you're giving me. I really kind of more so wanted to just be a space that you get to just share your answers. But I do want to share this one thing when it comes to career, because I just lived it and experienced it. And I really wished that I had done this. And so the last 9 years I spent working in corporate America. And for a lot of those years, I was working on figuring out how to become an entrepreneur and work for myself. And the one thing I wish I did is I wish that I really committed to something. And I guess it was more so a journey of me figuring out like, well, what is the thing that I want to do, and like letting that unfold even more. But really making it more of a priority while I was at my 9 to 5, because now that I got laid off, I wasn't anticipating being laid off, but the monetary aspect of what I'm doing is not the same as what I was getting at my job. And it would have been really beautiful for it to like be able to translate better. And there's a part of me that's like, I feel like if I committed however many years ago to doing a daily video on YouTube, where would I be now? You know what I mean? It's like the thing that we want to do that we're like holding ourselves back from doing, so we feel like we don't have the energy or the time. It's like, if you could just commit to doing it while you have the one job, you will be light years ahead and you'll be able to make a switch so much more quickly, because the switch will just happen naturally because you commit to the other thing too. And I know it's exhausting. I was burnt out. And I've been like recovering from feeling burnt out this year. But the coolest thing about career changes is like you also always can change careers. I would hire people. I hired somebody on my team who was in his 40s. He was looking to switch career and like do something different. So all I want to just say is to encourage you to know that like is always an opportunity to make a change, and you'll know when the change is right. So hopefully that was helpful. And yes, I value your input. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm hoping it's being helpful. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on to our next question, which I'm excited about because we can't all be heavy. This is heavy work, but we still got to keep it light and fun sometimes. So what are you proud of when it comes to yourself and your journey? And if you want to get specific to the last 2 years, as we're thinking about this cycle with the eclipse energy, you can. So from November of 2021 until now, How have you grown? How have you evolved? What are you proud of? What choices have you made, even if they're not the most consistent choices, but what transformations have you undergone? Have you undergo, you know what I'm trying to say? What changes have you gone through? That's the word. That I lost my train of thought, that you're proud of. And good, it was helpful. Yay. Okay. I could talk about, like, literally, guys, I could talk about career all day long. I get extremely passionate about it. But anyway, we're going to take 3 minutes for this question, explaining what we are proud of when it comes to ourselves and our journey. I'm going to throw the question in the chat. I'm really sorry. I just realized that I didn't hit send in the chat. The third question's there now, but hopefully you guys were able to get it. I think I figured out what I want to do. Yes, yes, yes. I want to be physically healed. Yes, yes, yes. I will set that intention tonight when I send the Reiki. And I want that for you too. My spiritual growth and how I have become a more positive person this year is what I'm proud of. Yes, that is amazing. Congratulations. That is so awesome. For me, I'm proud of the attitude that I have now. I was definitely in a darker place at the beginning of this year, and it took me quite a few months to shake off a lot of the fear of not having the income that I used to have and being able to support my life in the way that I was, and just being comfortable in this transition phase as I figure it out. And, just happy that I'm proud that I've changed the attitude a little bit and just the fear isn't as strong. So moving on. Next question. Okay. It is going to be, who is the new version of you? I love this question. I love daydreaming. I love trying to figure, just imagining things like this is when creation happens. And it especially happens when we have fun and we think about things. So let's think about the new version of ourselves. Anything is possible. You get to be whoever you want to be. You get to see yourself however you want to see yourself. You can see yourself as the fully healed version of you, recognizing how it feels, what it's like. How does it feel to wake up again and just be fully healthy, right? To be fully healthy and have the things that we desire the most. So, who is the new version of you? Let's take 3 minutes for this one as well. 3 is like the magic number right now. 3, 4. So I'm going to send this into the chat. I'm not going to forget to hit send, and then I'll start playing some music. So someone who is pain-free and full of energy. Yes, yes, yes. Want to be a well-known author with best-selling books? Yes. So when I'm sending you both Reiki tonight for the 10 minutes, we have one more question and then we're going to hop into the Reiki. You can just set in your mind, set that intention. And this goes for anybody else who's watching this on the replay. If you want to set an intention for something that you're looking to achieve in the future, go ahead and do it in your mind, and I will send Reiki to you to help with that goal. Reiki can't like change the past or like, it's not. Basically, what I want to say about it is when it comes to future goals, when you put the Reiki on a future goal, you just happen to find yourself in the right place. You just happen to find the right people contacting you and synchronicities just kind of really happening. So definitely feel free to set those intentions in your mind right before I start sending you Reiki. You don't have to think about it continuously. You can just set the intention and then let it go and just trust in the energy flowing to you and seeing that vision come to life. Okay. Our last question. This one, we're going to do a quick one, 2 minutes. So with this question, what we're going to do, sorry, I had a moment. We're going to set an intention with the full moon and ask for any guidance or support you would like to receive. So you can do this both ways. Like if you want more support and guidance and help with really releasing and clearing any blocks that you have in order to get you closer to the new version of you, cool. If you want guidance with stepping into this new version or any emotional, anythings of helping you deal with transformation better or attract new opportunities. Like, sorry, the garbage men are outside. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But whatever your intention is and however you would like guidance or support, you can ask that right now, asking the moon and that energy in particular. So we're going to do 2 minutes for this question. I'm sorry again. That was another instance where I forgot to hit send in the chat. I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys got that question and were able to answer it. So now we're going to move into our Reiki portion of this video. I never explain this on my normal videos because I always want those videos to feel like you're just going in to a meditation. Like you don't hear my intro. I don't talk a lot. You just turn on that video, you get still, quiet, and you hop right into a meditation. So let me just explain to you more about Reiki and what you might experience, just so you can understand what is happening, whether you're experiencing it now with me in the next 10 minutes or any of the other videos you happen to watch that I make. Reiki is an energy healing modality in which energy is sent via the hands. I'm not the one doing the healing, I'm just channeling it through. So what happens is that your soul talks to the Reiki energy and the Reiki flows wherever you need it, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We can use Reiki to help heal current emotions from past events and traumas. We can use Reiki to help with future goals, which I talked a little bit about more before. We can help it to use karmic stuff. We can help it when it comes to physical things in the body, but it will realign your chakras. It'll realign and cleanse your aura. Think like your aura is an image of your chakras. So when we cleanse that, we're rebalancing your system and your energy. Reiki typically helps you feel really relaxed and calm. And when we get into a place like this, it helps the body heal even faster because it helps the body get into its natural state, if you feel me. So like one of the things when it comes to healing, it's like if we can honor what the body needs in that moment, it'll help us heal faster. And that's why for myself, I'm one of those people where if you wake up and you feel like you're starting to get a cold, you call out of work, because if you take the day to just sleep, you won't get sick. But if you wake up feeling like you're kind of starting to get a cold and you push through it, more likely than not, you're going to end up sick. So being aware of the cues from our body really helps us. But anyway, so Reiki will help us with all of these things. It is magic. It's going to just flow where you need it. And so over the next 10 minutes, how do you know that you're receiving the Reiki? It feels different for every single person. It feels different every single session. But some of the things that you may experience, which is how you know there is energy being sent to you, is you might feel tingling in your hands and feet, other places in your body. You might feel waves of energy. You might feel cool sensations. You might feel warm sensations. You may gulp. Your stomach might gurgle. You may see shapes. You may see colors. You may have thoughts or emotions pop up, but ultimately it just feels like a layer of calmness that comes over you. And it feels different every single time and for every single person. So that's some of the ways that you can recognize that, like, hey, I'm actually really sending you something and you are indeed receiving it. Reiki is not bound by location or time or distance. So I'm capable of sending this healing to you with the intention from my home that it's going to reach anyone who watches this video. And that is my intention with it. So anytime you watch my video, just so you know, like if you do start tingling and things like that, yes, you're receiving Reiki. It does feel that way. And one other thought I just had to myself personally, I find that I feel things more intensely when I close my eyes when I'm receiving it. So for this next 10 minutes, as I send you the Reiki, you're welcome to just close your eyes. When we're done, I am going to bring you back. What'll happen is that I will bring the music down. Then you'll hear my hands like this. Hopefully, if I can get it to be loud enough. And then you'll hear my voice. No rush for opening up your eyes. No rush for like moving or anything like that. You can just stay still. If anything, like the live stream will cut off before you come to. You know what I mean? And yes, I think that's pretty much it. When you watch my other Reiki videos too, like you're welcome to close your eyes as you watch them. You don't have to look at me. You could just close your eyes and like receive what's coming through the screen to you. When I send the Reiki, I keep my eyes open because if I close my eyes, I float too much. It's like I I have to keep my eyes open to stay grounded in a sense. And that's why in all my videos, my eyes are open. Sometimes you see me close them for a moment and then I normally open them, but just so you understand why I do it that way. Also, when you have sessions in person, when I teach this in Reiki workshops, I always recommend that you keep your eyes open because you never want to place your hands in an inappropriate area. So if you close your eyes, your hands can like kind of move, and we don't want that, right? We want clients and people to always feel safe. So that's the other reason why we keep our eyes open with Reiki, just in case you were curious. And one other thing I'll touch upon with the Reiki energy, how I was taught and how I teach it, I was taught to always keep my hands together. So this is the way in which I send Reiki. I know other healers sometimes have their hands open and do other things. Myself personally, my style, I feel it the most. My hands are like this, and that's why they look like they're glued together. So that's all I got. You are welcome to get comfortable. Find a seated position, lay down. If you happen to get cold often, I recommend that you grab a blanket. If you want to dim the lights, go ahead and do that. And then just slowly start to take some deep breaths, bringing yourself into this present moment. With your hands, you can place them on your side. If you want, you can place them on an area in which you feel called to. But ultimately, you want your body to be as relaxed as it can be. So whatever that means for you in that moment, place your hands there. The other thing too, with that question, sorry, I just saw it. This isn't like Zen meditation. Like if you have an itch, if you start to get uncomfortable, like if something's going on, you can move, like you can adjust. It's not going to interrupt the Reiki healing at all. So if you find that like you're starting in one position and like you want to move your hands or you want to readjust your feet or like your lower back or something, yes, the more relaxed you can be, the better it's going to be for receiving this healing. So that was a very thorough explanation, which I just don't happen to do that often. So I wanted to take the time. So hopefully that helps answer your question on what to do with your hands. And then, yeah, you could get comfortable, relax, take deep breaths, notice the cool air as it flows in, and notice the warm air as it flows out, helping you just to feel very present in this moment. And I'm just going to play some music, and I'll let you know when I'm done sending the healing. You can slowly start to come back to this present moment, becoming aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe taking a deep breath and a quick stretch, slowly waking your body back up. And whenever you feel called to it, you're welcome to open up your eyes. So the one thing I do ask is that you drink some water after watching this video and being on live with me, as water will help with the healing that you just received. Most likely you're feeling a little thirsty. I know I am. Yeah. I never really talk about this, but I do want you to know that I offer one-on-one Reiki sessions, personal private sessions with me on Zoom. So it doesn't matter where you live, you can experience a session with me. And I offer 30-minute sessions and an hour-long session. So hopefully one of those times would work for you. And if you go to the community tab on my YouTube channel, I gave you guys a discount code. So you're able to save, I forget the percentage that I have it at. I don't know if it's 15%, but you can save on a session with me. If you're having an issue with like entering in the code while booking your session, just send me an email and I'll fix it. I'm like thinking of what I've done, but send me an email. We'll get it sorted, but you can get the discount. So just so you know, in case if you ever want a deeper session to really experience Reiki just a little bit more intently, but these quick Reiki blasts are helpful as well. After tonight's ritual and receiving the Reiki, you should sleep really well tonight. So hopefully you get a good night's rest. I know dreams are really vivid right now, so that might be happening too. But for the most part, that is everything that I wanted to cover tonight when it comes to these questions and sending you guys Reiki. If you have questions for me, I'm totally here. You can feel free to drop them in the chat as I wait for the video and all of this to catch up. I'm going to just talk some more. So for those of you who don't know, I make candles. So this is my power intention candle. And in the video that I posted today, that moon, that's my moon candle that I made. So if you love candles or if you ever struggle with meditating, I highly recommend watching a candle flame. And I used to do meditations on Facebook Live where we would watch a candle flame together and meditate together for 5 minutes. So I struggled a lot with meditating, and clearly the candle flame was my favorite technique, so much so that I now make candles. So I offer a few different variety of candles, but this is my intention candle. And eventually we'll get down to the point where the crystals show. There's 2 hidden crystals inside here specifically for this power intention. And the power candle I created for connecting into our divine power, our divine essence, our inner self, connecting into universal energy, that type of power, not ego power. So think of spiritual inner strength. So yeah, my shop and my description are listed in the comments below. But it seems like nobody has any questions. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who joined me here on a Friday night. It's really awesome that I got to spend time with you tonight on Friday. And I hope that this was really helpful. I hope that these questions help you on your journey and help you with, stepping into that new version of you and releasing and letting go of everything that doesn't serve you. So yeah, you are capable, you are worthy, you got this. Your vision is meant for you. So keep seeing it, keep believing in it, and yeah, you got it. One last thing, as I keep thinking about things, if there's ever any topics that you want me to do a Reiki video for, so like my 5-7 minute long videos that I post every day, please drop it below in the comments and I'll make the video for you. On that note, I hope you have a wonderful full moon. I hope this energy is, exactly what you need and helps you on your journey in the most beautiful way, allowing it to flow in with ease and allowing things to be easy and the transformation to be easy. Just feel right and feel good. So thank you all. I'm so glad you were all here. So thank you for joining. And I'll be back again live for the next new moon. So I'll see you then. And then I'll see you tomorrow for a regular video. Bye.